I was here actually about a year ago in this exact spot. We're here in the prayer room in Downtown East Lansing, and I remember I came here because I was at a period where I was really uncertain what God was telling me and my wife to do. We had served on staff at a church in close to the Lansing area for about 6 years and loved it there. We're youth pastors and worship leaders and just saw God do some great stuff. But about 6 months before this incident, we started to feel God stir our hearts in a different direction. We knew He was changing some things, we just weren't sure what. And so we really started to pray and seek Him and talk to our pastors about it, and they were incredibly gracious. And even though we didn't know where we were going, we knew we needed to start making a transition plan out. And so life seemed pretty uncertain, and so I was working here in Lansing, and I'd heard about the prayer room, and I came here and decided to pray for a little bit. And so I prayed, and as I was praying, I was asking God, what are you doing in your church here, and how can I get involved? And I remember really feeling like God did speak to my heart that day, and He said, there are 3 things I'm doing. Consolidation was one of them, which is bringing things that are separate and distinct together. Collaboration, which means people working together in unity for a common goal. And then acceleration, which means going faster and faster. But what was amazing about that was it was sequential. The Lord was very specific. He was like, when my people start to lay down their banners and work together, and they start to unify around a common mission, they're going to start going further, faster. They're going to accelerate. And that got me really excited. I had no idea what it meant. I had no idea what that looked like. But it reminded me of in John 17 when Jesus talked about the kind of church that would change the world. And it was a church that was unified, and it was a church that was loving each other. And so that really became my prayer. I was like, God, I don't know how, I don't know where, but show me where I can be a part of something where your church is unifying and they're loving each other. And it was amazing. As we're walking through this transition process out of our church, I get a call from my good friend and mentor, Scott Hayes, and him and his wife sat me and my wife down for lunch, and out of the blue, they basically tell us, they say, hey, the Lord is changing some things in our church and our ministry, and we really feel like God put you on our heart, and we want you to come and lead with us at Oasis. And me and my wife, we almost just broke down in tears right there at the table. We were totally in awe. We were like, only God could coordinate that. And then now here we are today. We have multiple different ministries collaborating and consolidating and working together to plant a brand new church on East Lansing campus in fall of 2015. I just can't tell you how incredibly supernatural everything starts to feel. It's like you just really start to see God's plan coming together, how He moved us, and He's been moving this, and He's been working this in so many different people's lives to orchestrate consolidation, collaboration, and acceleration. And so, man, it's just been an exciting journey, but it's amazing to sit here in the furnace now, a year later, and to see exactly what God spoke beginning to be fulfilled and beginning to happen right in front of our own eyes. What I'm most excited about is I look out across the East Lansing campus and I just see such an incredible opportunity in front of us. Lansing is one of the most strategic places I can think of in the world right now to make a huge impact. I mean, right across the street from us we have 50,000 plus future leaders and influencers who, no matter what, they're going to go out and lead and influence and change the world. But if we can invest in them and impact them, if we can change the people in our own backyard and fill them up with God's love, fill them up with His message, give them the tools and resources that they need to excel, I mean, we can make a worldwide impact. And so I think that's probably one of the things I'm just most excited about, is really to be able to do that the way we've always envisioned, in partnership with some amazing people this fall. One other thing I'm really excited about is watching pastors and leaders work together. It's a beautiful thing. I've served in the church. My parents planted churches all growing up, and I can tell you from experience, never in my life have I ever seen churches and ministries working together like this. And it's the way the church is supposed to be, but we haven't been for a long time. And so I'm just excited to see Jesus' prayer in John 17 coming true, which is a church that's unified and that's loving each other. That's what I'm most excited about.